Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer. I just did that. Got a beer here from the Trails to Ales Brewing Company from Franklin, Pennsylvania. Okay, this is something I've never seen before. It's canned, and there's beer, like coagulated beer almost coming out from the bottom of the can, which is weird. So I don't know. Hopefully it's sealed. Well, I don't know. Let's crack it open and see what we got. Should have a little bit of a hiss. Oh, there's a hiss. And a splash. Some bitch. Sorry, officer. I just got beer in my eye. Okay. Let's crack it open. It is filled to the absolute brims of brims. The brimstones. Let's just throw it in. We'll just get it. It's a coffee, and this is a Bossa Nova, like Casanova, Bossa Nova coffee stout. Stout brewed with coffee coming in at, oh my goodness, 10% alcohol by the volume. I like that. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. So it's a coffee imperial stout. Over 8.5. Gotta be imperial, right? And yes, screw all these people who make imperial stouts. It's not 8.5. You know, oh, it's got a 7.2% imperial stout. It's a stout. You just brewed a stout, okay? Let's not fool ourselves here. Okay, up to the light. Let's roll this. Oh my God, alcohol legs just everywhere on this beer. Wow. Stick it. Blankets and sheets of alcohol, but they're gonna nestle me up on this cold day. I'll tell you. Nice little ring of khaki-colored head forming all over the place. A little bit of baker's chocolate to that head as well. Up to the light, a little bit of a ruby hue at the pinnacle of the glass. Other than that, just dark brown and black. That's good. Look at that lacing. Beautiful. Listening to Don't Go Into the House soundtrack. It's a completely disgustingly underrated, beautiful slasher film from 1980 that we did, I do believe, on on the Maniacs Meet podcast. I don't know if we did it on They Must Be Destroyed on Sight, but we should, because it's that good. We should do it twice. That good. But yep, got that from Waxworks Records. I should actually do all the videos too. And I'm pissed because there's a little water that got on my vinyl at some point in time, I guess, and the cover's damaged. And I don't know if that was in shipping or whatever, but there's definitely a water damage that I don't know where it came from. And it's not beer, obviously, it was water. Because it literally, minutes after I opened it, I noticed it. I was like, what? So sad stuff. But still, vinyl plays nice. But yeah, I got to do those vinyl. I bought 5 vinyls from Waxworks Records, so I definitely need to do those vinyls and show off the goodness of Waxworks Records. So up to the light, we did that. We did the light thing. The thing is the light. Now it's time for the nose thing, okay, Bossa Nova? Here we go. Cheers. Definitely have a really dark roasted, like almost espresso tone. It's coming through like one of those, like, it sounds bad, but ever just found like a cold, stale espresso just kind of sitting there, with a cigarette butt in it, you know what I mean? One of those. And give that little nose, the little kind of cold, stale espresso coffee. Mix it with a really nice, vibrant nuttiness too. Roasty, toasty, bright roasty, toasty char. The char is real nice. And again, almost that little cigarette boat. So you a little bit of smokiness in there too as well. Real nice. I love when you do get beers and you can start visualizing different things as you're smelling them, like different little scenarios and things like that. It's nice. It's fun. I like when I get, for instance, when I get beers that have certain pine aromas. I get, especially like a Bruce kind of pine aroma. I get harkened back to my childhood as, living with my parents, and the front porch, which was cold, had the Christmas tree in there, so you get the cold smell, but with that Christmas tree vibe, and it just harkens you back, and you're like, wow, I'm reliving the past. It's really fun. There's a hint of something like a. There's a hint of something. It's not fruit so much, but it's either a cloviness or a soft star anise kind of quality mixing back and forth in there. Might be a little bit of that ABV coming through. Very, very nice. This is the second stout that I've reviewed from them. The first one, unfortunately, because the sedimentation wasn't the most vibrant, but the beginning of the stout was very, very nice indeed. This is an imperial stout, which I didn't even know I had by then. I thought it was just a regular stout. Excuse, I itched my nose. I know. Okay, let's get into this one because I'm excited. And I'm rocking the table all over the place. Cheers. It's a bit thin. It's a bit thin. It is the medium side of a medium mouthfeel. Nice oiliness to it, though, to the body, but it is a bit thin. That sharp espresso, roasty, toasty tone is definitely hitting the palate, but at the same time, it's very smooth, easy drinking, nuanced. You have a little bit of that coffee astringency kind of working around the palate, a little roasty, toasty tones, stuff like that. It's not as bombastic as I would have thought. I cannot talk. My talking is gone. My talking muscle is gone. Little bit of baker's chocolate in there as well coming through. That cloviness star anise is gone, but there is like a musty, smoky earthiness that is still remaining. That might have to be with the addition of the coffee that might be coming through there, and of course the roasted toasted grains. So that is to be expected. But there's a soft, smoky, roasty, toasty tone. You have that kind of underlying character of that kind of stale burnt espresso too coming through. There is a little bit of a nuttiness from our coffee shining through as well. I think that might be coming from a little bit more of that grain quality. It's very easy drinking though. I mean, stupid. 10%. Filled to the brim. Crazy. Here's the Tabasta Nova. Casa Nova? Cafe Nova. Maybe Cafe Nova was taken. There is liveliness to the beer. There's still a nice little carbonation. So definitely it was carved correctly. It was sealed correctly. Nice things. Nice things. Smooth as silk. It is smooth. It's a bit thin. It adds to the drinkability. There's a soft carbonation. It adds to the drinkability. The ABV is completely hidden. I mean, it tastes like a 5% beer. The coffee's not bombastic, but it's there. It's only bombastic in a way because the other characters are so cohesive and nuanced, if you know what I mean. They're working well together. So it's not sticking out. But everything's kind of there. Everything's doing its part. And it's just a good beer. It is. It's not blowing my doors off, anything like that. Excuse me. But for the minor things that I could say against the beer, they have so many nice little attributes working for the beer, if you know what I mean. So it's one of those kind of give and take things. Just working around my palate, just trying to see them soaking it in, getting all those flavors, That is a nice little beer. Is it all in? All in. Absolutely all in. Franklin, PA. Recycled Biatch Stout brewed with coffee, 10% alcohol by volume. Oh, what a beautiful surprise. Absolutely. Cafe Bossa Nova. Bossa Nova? Chevy Nova? That's the reference everyone wanted. Bossa Nova, Chevy Nova. Ninja Turtles. So anyway, this is good. This is a good one. No. Like I said, it's very nuanced, it's light, it's oily. I think the addition of the coffee might have made it even lighter than it was originally supposed to be for the actual base stout. But for what it is enjoyable. I like it. I'm going to give it an 8.5. I have no problem giving it an 8.5, especially for how well it hides the alcohol by volume. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. It is probably month and a half old, maybe 2 months, because I don't know how long it was at the brewery. I can't really, I mean, even IPA categories, you can't be like, oh, it's so old, that's why the coffee's not there. You know, I mean, that's not that old for coffee. You know what I mean? Like 2 months, 3 months. I mean, like, we're talking about 6 months, the coffee might die out. 9 months, the coffee might die out. A year, the coffee might die out. But 3 months tops is not that bad. I just think the beer is just a little bit lackluster. It's a little bit nuanced. But the qualities that it does have makes it extremely nice and drinkable. And I'm going to have a nice time drinking it. Yes, I am. What a great score. Yeah. They took a long time to come up with that. It's more just like background music for the movie, so you can't hit. I mean, unfortunately, we can't all be Jaws because that score was absolutely amazing. It's one of those things. But you know, the funny thing is the score made the film because a panel of viewers watched the film Jaws without music and they hated it. They came the same panel with the music. They absolutely adored it. So it's one of those things. Music is important. And beer is important. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. I'm going to give this one an 8.5, and I'll see you on the next beer review. Cheers.